Hey there, friend. I know you've been having some troubles lately, but I need you to be the person I know you can be. Don't leave anything up to chance. I believe in you, pal. We all believe in you. You're a winner, kiddo, and don't you ever forget it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the new soundboard. I am Nick Muniz. This is Nick's Nonfiction. Today on the show we have got Neville Goddard's Feeling is the Secret. You saw the bio. It's short and sweet, a 36-page book. It tells you how to achieve your dreams. Neville is doing what Alan Watts thought he could do, bringing Eastern philosophy to the West. We're doing it today with 2 feet firmly planted in empiricism. Full disclosure off the bat, took a 2-gram trip recently with the blindfold on. I had this realization. Affirmation is the same thing as prayer, which is the same thing as a placebo. If you believe something, it can start to happen. Eastern, Western science, we're all chasing oneness out here. It's going to get much more woo-woo than that today. You have to do the work, of course, but this guy's thing is that feeling is the secret. Maybe if you're a hooker, we got to do some work out here. We're men. Seriously, you're going to learn how to control the quantum computer that is your brain. You ever heard this one? When you learn how magic works, it's no longer magic. When you learn how the mind works, it's magic. Literally, 3 nights ago at my work, my homie goes, we need some boner fuel up in here. We're sitting there with soft dicks behind the counter doing nothing. And he's just putting it out there. Within 15 minutes, a hot girl comes in, another hot girl comes in, and then 2 bigger girls come in that we meet up at license number 1 later, the bar. So I'm going, bro, that's the 5th dimension right there. You just said it and you put it out there. He starts making fun of me. You're a conspiracy. It happens, bro. I know all 12 dimensions. Today we're in the 5th. Literally. You just have to pay attention. Things don't happen right away. You can put some influence out there. It's all gonna sound crazy. And this beat is sick, so let me let it breathe a little bit. Your feeling and your thoughts control your environment, not the other way around. People in concentration camps found happiness. We're going to read 500-page Viktor E. Frankl. Fuck that, 30 pages here. If you're depressed, think. Shlomo and Dachau didn't have Wellbutrin. You're going to be okay, princess. Seriously, what the fuck? Find some humor. You're not going to find happiness and success until you feel like you have it. Act as if. Personality creates personal reality. Dude, I am a fucking guru. I know all of this bullshit. Neville says change your conception of yourself and you will automatically change the world in which you live. This one goes harder. Change or accident is not responsible for the things that happen to you, nor is the predestined fate. This guy's totally off the deep end. He's like, everything that happens to you is your subconscious talking back, man. Awareness is stronger than intelligence. We're going to have fun with this one, guys. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Big fella.
What's up?
You hear that new Kurt Franklin?
Nah. Turn up.
The author, Neville Goddard. Harry Schwant on Instagram, patreon.com/the niche. Check it out. Quote, Goddard was born in Barbados on February 19, 1905 to Joseph Nathaniel and Wilhelmina Goddard. He immigrated to New York City in 1929 where he initially worked as a ballet and ballroom dancer. Sussy. Yo, it is lame. Dancing works. If you're sad, just close your eyes and start dancing so you don't have to realize how stupid you look. I turn into a b-boy. Yo, I know how to step now. I'll whip my sleeves back and forth. Make up some weird songs. Another girl touched my nuts. Weird Al, they're making a documentary about him. Come on, lighten the mood. Why are you sad? Quote, for 10 years I was a dancer, dancing in Broadway shows in vaudeville, nightclubs, and in Europe. I think we could tell from his sexuality what's going on here. My further research concluded that he was unmarried, and he lived in West Hollywood for 20 years. It starts with one thing, a blowjob in a bathroom. That's all you need to know about Neville Goddard. I got a God tier recommendation for you here. Value in every segment of the show. Dr. Joe Dispenza. He's done a bunch of interviews on YouTube. People chop up all of his wisdom. My brothers in Christ, that man is enlightened. He's ascended. I don't know what you want to call it. He understands how the human mind works. Check him out. I'll include some of his process. You get a mix of everything gold today. I have the method. You want to be productive? Do meth. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back to start the show.
You're never gonna be a real werewolf, dude. Get out of here. Yeah, dude.
Chapter 1, Neville Goddard's Feeling is the Secret, Laws and Operation. The world and all within it is man's conditioned consciousness objectified. Consciousness is the cause as well as the substance of the entire world. We make the world with consciousness and we interpret it with our consciousness, man. He's starting out on the Alan Watts level. You're the doer and the viewer. Like, all you have to know about Alan Watts' logic, if you're air trying to breathe air, are you air? It's a tautological paradox. All of it is teaching dumb people how to think. Facts. This guy is going deeper in his second sentence. Trying to define yourself is like trying to bite your own teeth. Or you could use descriptors and synonyms. Like, it's all yoga chick stuff at this point. I've made these mistakes before. You're not the voice in your head. You're the observer, the viewer. Nobody fucking knows, bro. Eckhart Tolle, Richard Dawkins. You're a voice in the computer, Stephen Hawkins. Quote, knowledge of the law of consciousness and the method of operating this law will enable you to accomplish all of your desires in life. We're working towards his thesis. Nobody knows what we live in, but you can actually influence this. Nobody's an NPC, okay? There's different levels of awareness. Jung taught us all about this. We got a big quote up here. This reality may, for the sake of clarity, be likened unto a stream which is divided into two parts, the conscious and the subconscious. In order to intelligently operate the law of consciousness, it is necessary to understand the relationship between the conscious and the subconscious. The conscious is the personal and selective. The subconscious is the impersonal and non-selective. We know. Like, what do we call it? Subliminal lake. That's where you should go and spend some more time to look in the reflection of the pond at yourself. A lot of people, oh, I have anxiety. You're supposed to. It's teaching you that you could be better. And you just take drugs to forget about everything. The conscious flow, it can be dammed up. In his lake example, I should do the classic conspiracy. A river is a flow of currency, man. Currency kept in line by the banks of the river. As above, so below, man. The conscious flow can be dammed up. Let the water flow. Learn how to get osmosis between the two. We'll go deeper. Quote, the conscious is the realm of effect. The subconscious is the realm of cause. These two aspects are the male and female divided of the consciousness. What he said before that is much better. Cause and effect. You feel the thing, and then you could do the thing with your doing part of the brain. Like, that's the book, bro. The only difference between awake, asleep, hypnotized, it's the degree of solidity that you're putting on the thing. It's so psychedelic. My point is there are no hard lines. So I'm going to take a little stand here against physics. Everything they try to do is finding what collapses under observation. If I'm looking at it, what can I measure? Does it exist if I'm not looking at it? That's what physics is on. I'm trying to say that this is all a flowing state. You can't always control when you're going to be happy and stuff. I have a soundboard. That's what I'm saying, bro. If you're using your iPhone to distract yourself, what? You have control here. Just know that ideas are objects, so you don't need to identify with your feminine brain. We should eat ice cream and take a nappy wappy. Push through it. Fuck that. Blow out your knees in your 50s. Like, you could materialize things. That's all he's trying to say. Slam dunk all of your bad thoughts into the trash bin. You don't need them. Quote, by this law, first conceiving an idea and then impressing the idea conceived on the subconscious, all things evolve out of consciousness, and without this sequence there is not anything that is made ever. People think it used to hail boulders. You know, in Chile, they had a meat storm once. It rained meat. I know, it's fake. Like, I don't know what this guy's on right now. He's trying to convince you that you can do anything, dog. It's true. Like, if you want to be a billionaire, put everything in your mind towards that. Stop thinking about coming or whatever else. I'm on day like 20 of a NoFap 21. 3 weeks in, bro. You have so much more vigor. If you want to make something happen, he says, bring the idea from the subconscious to the forefront. It's hard. I'm going to get away from the mysticism here. That's how he cultifies all this. The Greeks called it the language of abstraction. Think outside of whatever you're being told, dude. Hippie chicks, they're modern philosophers. The language of abstraction. This is what I'm trying to get at. We can control the cause and effect cycle. And it's different for everyone how you can Jimmy ridge that into your brain. Like, I would break down every day, physically or mentally. Hit the wall. If you feel super sad, meditate on the guy in the gulag, okay? Do peak physical exercise. It's impossible to feel sad after you just maxed out on push-ups. There's the secret for you. Fucking hit the deck. What are we doing? I do push-ups at work. I don't give a fuck. Watch me on the security camera. Quote, therefore, through the power to imagine and feel the freedom to choose the idea one will entertain, man has control over creation. Control of the subconscious is accomplished through control of your ideas and feelings. Sounds preachy. Second part was true. If you can control your feelings before they control you, you got a much better hand on the wheel of the ship. Like, it's going to fall flat after a while, so I'll change the show up. There are no teachers here, is a bigger point. Once you know how to control your mind and get in between that doing part, that's all you need to know. And now I'm giving you the energy every fucking Tuesday morning. Disciplined out here. This is why I hate people who identify with the new age. Like, think about it, man. There's nothing to know. Nothing to know. Guru Rumpa Bok Chodi. Eat some bok choy and get healthy. There's nothing to know. It's cosmically hilarious how much ego there is in the spirituality realm. There's nothing to know. Take my energy. Use it. I think some of these fucks have never undergone an ego death. I'm in the know. There's one guy in the know on YouTube, and his name is John Levi. And I guess Dr. Joe Espinoza from before. It's one of the traps of expertise. The secret, it's feeling. Go follow your feeling everywhere, to the end of the earth. That's one of the traps, bro. Don't pigeonhole your brain into spirituality. I know the terms. Namaste. I see you, bro. Literally, namaste. I see right fucking through you. Let's go, dude. This is why the spiritual community will not take me in. Quote, ideas are impressed on the subconscious through the medium of feeling. Therefore, the man who does not control his feelings may easily impress the subconscious with undesirable states. And the deeper you follow those bad decisions, it puts you deeper in a hole. Quote, emotional disturbances, especially suppressed emotions, are the causes of all illness. Like, one day I won't need the soundboard. I always want it on the show, but I mean, in order to get yourself happy, you won't even need the music one day. It's in you. You got the music in you. Don't give up. Quote, this is the fucking golden rule of the universe here. You didn't write this, Neville. What you do not want done unto you, do not feel that is done unto you to another. This is the whole law full of a happy life. Okay, dude. No assholes allowed. Take your bad vibes and shove them up your ass. Quote, this is like the last point of the chapter. Broke my brain. Chance or accident is not responsible for the things that happen to you, nor is predestined fate. Said it in the intro. He's throwing out both camps here. There is no fate, so fuck your God. There is no random chance. Fuck your science. Earth is what we make it. And since fucks have control of it right now, things are kind of shitty and everyone's sad. But think about if awesome people controlled it. Instead of school, kids go to the School of Rock. I'm not even coming up with it. My subconscious is imprinted by Jack Black. I'm going to go see the Mario movie. Yeah, bro, chance, all of this. It's all a amount of human decision at a certain point. Does this guy not believe in acts of God? He quotes the Bible a lot. Romans 2:11. Your subconscious impressions determine the conditions of your world. The subconscious is not selective. It is impersonal and no respecter of the person. Bro, the word of God, amen. What the fuck? That it says it in the Bible. He's like, I used to say this joke. Why are you praying for a Land Rover? Like, God gave you a brain and an able body. He's busy. What the fuck are you praying for? I don't even pray for things anymore. I just say thanks and fucking move on. Like, what is the point of that? The Bible tells you, you have a brain, dog. I'm helping you. Quote, feeling is the ascent of the subconscious to the truth of that which is declared to be true. You ride that feeling up to the top. It always leads you to the truth. And that doesn't mean it leads you to success. You go through failure. That's part of life, and it leads you to the truth. Quote, therefore, if you dwell on difficulties, barriers, or delay, the subconscious, by its very non-selective nature, accepts the feelings of difficulties and obstacles as you request and proceed to produce them in the outer world. The more you look into the abyss, the more it looks back at you. It's funny, and you'll make an example of yourself. Literally, bro. Get positive. I'm anxious. I'm depressed. You keep feeding the bad one. What is that one? The secret that they wrote in the 1980s? The good wolf and the bad wolf? You're either growing or you're dying, baby. I had a coach. Matthews. This guy. He was our wrestling coach. He choked out a kid, so then he went on to be the soccer coach. He was an Olympian. You don't realize these guys at the time, how they have the answers. He would go, you're either getting better or you're getting worse. Every time you run a lap, every time you do fucking anything, feel it. You ever hear this one? A man is drowning in the ocean, and a boat drives by, and the captain says, come aboard. He goes, I'm waiting for God. Helicopter comes by a day later. They lower the rope, get over the intercom. Ascend the ladder. He goes, I'm waiting for God. Day later, the man gets eaten by a shark, goes up, ascends to heaven, and talks to God. What the hell happened back there? I was praying every day. God says, I sent you a boat and a helicopter. Pay attention. Quote, and there's so many levels in that one, ascend the ladder. A change of feeling is a change of destiny. All creation occurs in the domain of the subconscious. What you must acquire then is a reflective quote of the operation of the subconscious that is control of your ideas and feelings. He said it a million times. Let's go back to ascend the ladder. Get better. Quote, the subconscious accepts as true that which you feel as true, and because creation is the result of subconscious impressions, you, by your feelings, determine creation. Watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become feeling. Watch your feelings, they become actions. Get in control. Get positive. This is the most nonfiction book of all time. Second to If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. Chapter 2, Sleep. Quote, until perfect self-control is attained, use sleep and prayer to aid you in realizing your desired states. Sleep and prayer. These are two gateways into the subconscious. Sleep is the life that occupies a third of our stay on Earth. It is the natural door to the subconscious, the natural one. Mushrooms aren't natural. We need to normalize being sleepy at work. Seriously, we're giving a third of our life to sleep and a third to the 1/3 that's left. I'm tired. Neville's going Jimmy Neutron on us. Quote, the conscious 2/3 of life, being awake, is measured by the degree of attention we give. They used to say this in ancient history. I'm kind of fed up with him right now. A man who has 2/3 of his day free is not a slave. So like by ancient definition, we're all slaves today. If I worked at Google, I would punch in, spend 7 hours and 59 minutes of the nap pod, and then punch out. We need more sleep. This is the whole point of the chapter. Your day is only as good as the sleep you got the day before. That's my wisdom, bro. Let's drink. Let's drink in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Your day is only as good as the fucking sleep you get. It's like treating your subconscious as good as your conscious. And most people are just shoving their subconscious deeper down. They're in their root chakra, man. Psychedelics, they dissolve the barrier to the subconscious, so you can use this tool to like, oh, that's why I do that, that's why I do that. And they're illegal. I don't know, I've been foraging for Liberty caps. Get out there, people. You can find them. Neville says where knowledge ends, imagination begins. It's a great quote. And here's some Shakespeare to go deeper. When deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumbering upon the bed, he openeth the ears of men and saith their instruction. I hate Old English. Oi, what the fuck does that mean? I gotta get a dentist appointment in Worcestershire. That's my favorite Thomas Edison quote. The American thief of ideas. Thomas Edison said never go to bed without making an ask of your subconscious. And he probably stole that quote. Neville's going to say it a different way. Because all things come from within yourself, and your conception of yourself determines that which comes. Your perception determines what comes. You should always feel the wish fulfilled before you drop off to sleep. You're already in the dream. Like, that made me sound like I'm not based in reality. The dream. You got to act as if. That's one of the 3-word big guru things. Like, if you succeed, what would make you think you're magically going to get ripped? Oh, I can afford a trainer now. You're lying to yourself. You need to be the person before you are the person. This is genius, bro. Quote, the subconscious, unlike the woman of the world who marries her husband to change him, has no desire to change the conscious. Bro, these quotes are savage. You know he's gay. I'm not gay. Sus. Waking state, but loves it. Faithfully reproduces. That was a savage quote. The subconscious is the feminine, and it's always trying to change you. But you know who you are in your prefrontal cortex, baby. You could get blasted into hyperspace. You know who you are. Quote, sleep is accomplished by assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Don't let your wife change you. That's the point of this show. The feeling which comes in response to the question that deserved a boomer laugh. And this quote I'm chopping up is negligent. How would I feel were my wish realized? That's his big question to ask yourself. How would you feel? Now put yourself in that headspace and be there 24/7. Like, oh, I'm tired. Me too, motherfucker. Get over it. You have the energy. There's energy everywhere. Don't make me go on a rant about free energy. Quote, once asleep, man has no freedom of choice. His entire slumber is dominated by his last waking concept of life. This is why your last thought before bed has to be good. People tell you, sleep on it. Couples get into a fight of domestic abuse, and then they sleep on their black eyes. Dude, do not sleep on bad things. Figure it out before you go to bed. This is dumb. A lot of shit we tell each other. You can do it. Anybody could do it. Like, maybe I sound like a happy douche now. The optimistic. You gotta be. Sleep is the door through which is the conscious. Or according to Jim Morrison and the Doors, psychedelics. Waking mind passes to be creatively joined to the subconscious. Sleep conceals the creative act while the objective world reveals it. You can be as creative as you are in your dreams in real life. It just takes a lot more work because you can't summon things. Quote, nations as well as people are only what you believe them to be. No matter what the problem is, no matter what it is, no matter whom it concerns, you have no one to change but yourself. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. Shimone blanket. There were no jokes in that parody, but Michael Jackson, he had some good lyrics. If you want to fix the world, everybody's got to start with the man in the mirror. If you want to make the world a better place, look at yourself and make that change. You got it. You got it. Anybody, whatever it is. I see these motherfuckers. You could change in an instant. Let's get real. The liquor store, it's a shitty example. I'm not trying to dunk on people while I still work there. Again, every single day you come in, you get it. And that's a dangerous grandstand to take. Again, every fucking day, no days off, drink. Easiest example, man. Just look at yourself a little bit more real. What is this guy saying? He's more his yin-yang bullshit. If the subconscious is the feminine, that means that I sleep with a chick every single night. Get in touch with your pussy side. It'll heal you. You have nothing to do but convince yourself of the truth of that which you desire to see manifested. Instagram models in my bed. Instagram models in my bed. Let's go, baby. Sleep is the door into heaven. What you take is a feeling that you bring as a condition, an act or an object into space. So sleep in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Chapter 3, Prayer. Air. Need some air and water. Hot damn, this is my jam. Saying Hail Marys till the end. Should I go Christian comic and ditch every other responsibility? Prayer is like sleep, he says, and peyote, Neville. It is also an entrance into the subconscious. Last chapter was about sleep. This one's about prayer. And you don't have to get on your knees and pray to Allah. Don't have to put your two hands together like a good little Christian boy. Prayer is being honest with yourself. That's what I'm asking you to do. Again! Quote, when you pray, enter into your closet. This guy, he's trying to make us gay. He says, and when you have shut your door, pray to your Father, which is in secret, and your Father which shall openly respond. Dude, you just gotta listen. I'm not being talked to. Like, I don't have voices in my head if that's what you think, but it comes to you, bro. Listen. And that was Matthew 6:6. So the Bible is telling us to go into the closet. What? Maybe if I do splunk the Bible hard one day, I'm going to find out that it's super homoerotic. You read it at a deeper level, it's telling you to be gay. Jokes, quote, prayer is not so much what you ask for, as much as how you prepare for its reception. Whatsoever thing ye desire, what ye pray, ye believe, that ye have received, and ye shall have them. It's the Jesus one. Whoever seeks shall find. fact. It's the secrets to the universe, bro. Like I said, stop asking for shit. There's a Jewish loophole. You can ask for things for other people. That's what I do, bro. Before I say my gratitudes, I just fucking go through people in my head. I'm like, give that guy that shit. Who's controlling this? Why are you a dick? If we all maybe prayed for each other, it could change it. We're in the prayer chapter. Bro, I'm going to bring this back to empiricism. Physics are saying it. Scalar energy is the new frontier. Scalar energy. It works on the quantum level. You see string theory. Shut the fuck up, nerd. It's energy. Prayers work. If you put that energy out for someone, you really got to think about them. It works, bro. It's the same with sex energy. They've done studies. Stop cooming to porn stars. Like, they've done one where you talk nice to a plant and it grows bigger. It's scalar energy. Well, it's not real, Nick. It exists. We just don't have names for it yet. Energy, baby. Quote, the undisciplined man finds it difficult to believe that which is denied by the sense and usually accepts or rejects solely appearances of the senses. Undisciplined people, they're stuck in their senses. I want to eat more chocolate. Get above that. You feel better by looking hot. Jesus, man. You got to flip it. Stop with the senses, the instant gratification. Hardship is the blessing. Like, you pray for something, it might be a challenge. Oof. Undisciplined bitches, they can't see that, bro. It's the gift. The hard part. Quote, whenever you are in the state of mind, I should like to, but I cannot. The harder you try, the less you are able to yield the wish. Oh my God, dude. You can't want it too much. You never attract what you want. You attract what you're conscious of being. Bro, I'm in there. I'm in the zone. It's like when you see a mouse outside, you want to get close to it without spooking it. If you look it directly in the eyes, it gets more evasive. Assault it. Come from the side. You hate going to the gym 30 seconds before. Start putting your clothes on, and your subconscious is like, wait, I thought we were cooking dinner. Go the fuck and work out. Get a step ahead. Prayer is the art of yielding to the wish and not the forcing of the wish. Holy shit. You can't force it. That's the key. The art of yielding. Patience is the biggest virtue. I want it now. Quote, to yield successfully to the wish as an accomplished fact, you must create a passive state, a kind of or meditative reflection similar to feeling which precedes sleep. You have your rituals before bed. Before you go to church, you put on your nice clothes. Like before bed, you put on your pajamas. You call it your trip drip. You wear something dope before you do psychedelics. Whenever you're getting in touch with your deeper self, set your intentions. Psychedelic as fuck. Quote, when you emerge from the moment of prayer, it is as though you have shown the happy and successful end of the play, as though you were not shown how the end was achieved. Yo, dude. You already know the end. It's inside of you. You might not want to do it. I'm going to be the world's most begrudging comedian. I don't even want to do it at each point. And my subconscious just knows that I have no option. I'm desperate. Like, your subconscious knows what you want to be. Are you just going to say no to everything your whole life and get depressed? You see it everywhere.
It's been 2 years, Daddy.
It's been 2 years. Have you even taken a step towards your dreams? And you're going to fail. But I'm going to show you motherfuckers what it means to achieve. Chapter 4, the final one, feeling. Let me take a turn for the last chapter. It's not really a turn. I hate New Agers. They're cowards. And I sound like the New Ager, but literally they're just telling you to meditate. I went to the Shoshone retreat up in the hills of Boulder. Anybody who has meditated this long, if you've done like an ayahuasca ceremony, you know that like there's evil in the world. There's demons that we're up against, bro. And if you just tell people to go with the flow, the Tao, you're telling people to go with a fucked up flow. It's cowardice. The Tao is out of balance. We need to fix things. That's why everyone's sad. And this is too much to think about for most people. Yeah, whatever. Literally, if we fix it, everybody could be happy. The point is that New Age is too blindly optimistic. If we just all, like, meditate, it'll be good. Man, we gotta fucking bomb the oligarchs in Pedophile Island. Get amped, son. We cannot achieve victory without loss. Get hard, stay hard. Fuck Zen. How the fuck is complacent Confucianism going for China? 30 million Chinese people live in caves. They have a homeless problem too. Like, nobody's enlightened. Who works the hardest, bitch? The genius of creation, it's in all of us. Yeah, beware of leaders. They know this, bro. Go with the flow. We gotta change the flow. The genesis of all creation. Shut up. Bro. I guess I'll just tell you about this monster, because some of you probably won't believe me. I was on a 2.5 gram trip. That's my sweet spot, because that's not enough. 5 grams is the God dose. Are you trying to leave reality? I'm trying to fucking figure this shit out. And there's nothing to know, I say. So I'm fighting this fucking demon, bro. It was like darker than night. It kind of looked like a black cat, how they have that sheen look. And it was like a hexagonal figure tethered, but I knew it was alive. It had these jewels flashing, and it was coming to surround me. And, you know, I'm not taking the blindfold off. I'm in a different state here, bro. If this monster beats me, who knows what the fuck else will beat me? That's my headspace, bro. It was 360 degrees. The thing is like pulsing light. I could still see it in my mind's eye right now. I'm terrified. It was going to make me disappear, and I don't know what that means. It's a mental battle you're in. Maybe next time I go in the woods, I disappear. Maybe I don't come back from this trip. That's always the thought. But the thing that saved me, I was going, no, dude, we're love. We're love. It sounds so gay, but this thought, it set off this chain in my mind. I was like, think about all the people that you've met in bizarre circumstances. All of these, everybody on your side, bro. Us versus them. We're the people, bro. Monsters. Who gives a fuck? You're not going to go missing. I've hopped dimensions in the woods. We're off the rails already. Bro, you come back every single time as long as you got your roots. It's what people are missing. I see the old men, the only thing they have is to play the lottery, come and buy some booze. There's a million ways to see it, guys. This last chapter, take some psychedelics, but do not listen to these people on the internet who are telling you to blow out the frame. You can do it from time to time. That's like running a marathon. You only got a few in you. Quote, not by might nor by power, but my spirit, said the Lord. This is Zechariah 4:6. He's uniting all the cultures. Get into the spirit of the state desired by assuming the feeling that would be yours were you already the one you want to be. Be him you already are. As you capture the feeling of the state sought, you are relieved of all effort to make it so, for it is already so. Once you're aligned, that's the word that I'm avoiding, but it's the truth. You know what you're working towards. Every decision becomes more clear, and the feelings get stronger. You just keep getting stronger. You get more energy, bro. It doesn't make sense. Whatever you're being told, scalar energy. I'll send you that energy till I croak at 55 from a heart attack. But I love this shit. My heart is beating strong. For real, energy. Take it. Matthew 13:12. To him that hath it shall be given, and to him that hath not it shall be taken away. This you are not worthy, that's the dark Bible. He's going Old Testament. I like the teachings of Jesus, not this God that's trying to scare you into place. Like, don't think I'm the Christian freak too. We got a book coming up where I'm going to annihilate the Christian church. This is spirituality. The feeling. It's inside of you. It's inside all of us. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Left brain, right brain. The chakras. The feeling, bro. It's the feeling. Last 2 quotes. It is natural to do the works of the one you believe yourself to be. So live in the feeling of being the one you truly want to be. Act as if. I don't know how I top this episode. Final quote. When a man believes in the value of the advice given him and applies it, he establishes within him the reality of success. Do it, motherfucker. That is the end. Neville Goddard. Feeling is the secret. Finn. Damn! I'll keep trying to get the message better. But the point here, there's nothing to know, bro. I'm giving you this energy every single Tuesday. Gonna keep learning about fun stuff. Speaking of which, next Tuesday, The Life of the Bees. It's a super specific edition. For some reason, those break the internet. By that, I mean 400 views. We're gonna go meta with it. Talk about bees and how they interrelate and how it's like society, dude. So there it is, guys. Thank you for being here for another week. Truly, we're reaching new heights. I feel it. It's coming. I don't know what it is. Get on that Patreon. Harry Schwant on Instagram. Let's get a random soundboard effect to take us home. This is a call to action. You have 7 days before I'm back here telling you to be better. Do it. Feeling is the secret. Nick Muniz signing off. Peace.